And hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Just a little bit late. A dying woman spends what may have been her final moments with her son, but it's where he took her that's raising questions.
Yeah, hours before she was found dead, her son was spotted wheeling her into a bank for a last withdrawal. Fox 9's Tom Lydon joins us, and Tom, you spoke with the son tonight, and he's telling a much different story.
He is, and I think if anyone has ever cared for elderly parents or anyone else at home, you will have some degree of empathy for this man. But county social workers have investigated David Vanzo before for elderly neglect and financial exploitation of his mother. And now, so are Plymouth police. Detectives wondering if he took his elderly mother to the bank to make a cash withdrawal after she was already dead.
I'm the good guy here, not the bad guy.
His mother died 2 weeks ago, just days before Caryl Vanzo turned 91. But when Plymouth police arrived at the home, they were overwhelmed by the stench of urine and feces. They found the woman in bed wearing a robe and fur coat, her boots also covered in feces. Police arresting her son, David Vanzo, for elderly neglect.
My mother, she wouldn't eat at the end. What is this?
Eating is one thing, being covered in excrement is something else.
What's excrement?
Excrement's poop.
No.
They said
I hadn't changed her that day.
He did, however, take his mother to the bank that day by taxi 7 hours before he reported her dead, taking out $850 in her name. But bank employees said her feet were dragging under the wheelchair. She did not move, and they couldn't tell if she was even breathing.
Do you believe she was alive when she went into the bank?
I don't know. I hope she was.
But that's part of this investigation, whether he wheeled her in when she was deceased, pretending that she was alive.
That's a part of the investigation.
A neighbor who saw them leave in the taxi also wondered if she was dead.
I don't know if she was just unconscious or if she was not alive.
The police chief tells me back in 2012, Hennepin County Adult Protection Services paid an in-home visit here to Caryl Vanzo, and at that point they found her to be lucid and able-bodied. She wanted to stay here with her son. The question is whether conditions with her and in the home had deteriorated in the last 3 years.
If it was such a big deal, then why didn't they take her out of here? Sorry for raising my voice.
But Adult Protection had investigated the son for financial exploitation on at least 2 occasions. There was a reverse mortgage his mother couldn't explain, and big cash withdrawals for $47,000 and another for $25,000. David Vanzo says the money was in a joint bank account, and that everything he did for his mother.
I love my mother very, very, very much. Very much. I gave my life to keep my mother alive. Look at my eyes.
Pretty intense. To give you an idea of the scope of the problem of elderly abuse, last year there were about 10,000 calls in Hennepin County reporting vulnerable adult maltreatment. About 4,400 of those cases involved non-licensed facilities, in other words, people being taken care of in home settings, and that led to about 700 active field investigations. That is just in Hennepin County. Gives you an idea of the huge scope of this issue, guys. You know, something else we should mention is the medical examiner has not determined a final cause of death, but at this point, this is a neglect investigation. It is not a homicide investigation. Right. They are not investigating whether he may have actually killed his mother.
We know you'll give us an update when you get it.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
I'm the good guy here, not the bad guy. My mother, she wouldn't eat at the end. What is this?
Eating is one thing, being covered in excrement is something else.
What's excrement?
Excrement's poop.
No.
They said
I hadn't changed her that day. If it was such a big deal, then why didn't they take her out of here? Sorry for raising my voice. I love my mother very, very, very much. Very much. I gave my life to keep my mother alive. Look at my eyes.
You might say that's a sign.